How's it going, everyone? Namaste. This is going to be a different video than usual. Behind me, you can see part of my wall. There's a large wall with a phoenix in the middle, and you can kind of see right there is a belt, a white belt. So for 3 hours this morning, I and a bunch of other students at the United Studios of Self-Defense in Riverton, Utah, had a belt promotion test and ceremony for 3 hours. And I graduated from white belt to yellow belt. And this happened in large part because I'd been showing up to lessons twice a week, practicing on my own, and I've stuck with it. That's largely what caused me to get the belt promotion. I received this about a couple weeks ago. I know it's hard to read, but I'm just gonna share some things along this journey of my promotion from white belt to yellow belt and the significance of it. This is the new belt right here, the yellow belt. And I'm gonna just kind of show a few things after I talk, things that I've learned. The interesting thing about this little promotion ticket I got is, remember, a black belt is someone who refused to quit. So I think there's like 12 or 13 belts to go to get to a black belt, and I've done one. And that took about a month and a half or so, maybe 2 months, to go from white to yellow. And I think the additional belts are going to take a little bit longer for each one. And so that gives me an idea of why it takes 5 years for people to get to a black belt. It's a lot of work and dedication. I also got this certificate from the studio, and the martial art I'm training in is the venerable Chinese martial art of Shaolin Kempo. And so I'll be scanning this and scanning it and putting a copy on my computer and putting a copy in a folder of that. So I just want to talk a little bit about this martial arts journey I've been on, and I consider myself the reason. What was the original reason I started this martial arts journey? So I want to share that original reason. I won't go into details about it, but the original reason for me starting this martial arts journey is because at the end of March, I was threatened by someone. And I've never been threatened before in my whole life, ever. And that's as much as I'll say about it. I was threatened by someone, and I didn't know what to think about it or how to respond at the time, because it had never happened to me before. But I thought about it, researched it, did a lot of digging and research, and just learning about it. What does it mean when someone threatens you, and how should you respond? And the conclusion I came to was to take threats very seriously, but to not respond to threats unless someone threatens my physical space or my home. Otherwise, threats are to be ignored. That's what I learned through it all. However, I started this martial arts journey because of that threat. So learning to defend myself was the primary reason for starting this journey. And that was at the end of March, early April, when I started these martial arts lessons. However, as time has gone on, my reason for doing it is shifting. It's no longer a response to that threat. That's no longer significant to me or important to me. It's more for the discipline and the perfection of myself, and to better myself as a person and a human being, and to face my fears, because during my test today, I was sparring with other people where I have headgear and gloves on. And it's combat. It's not full on like life or death combat, but it is combating with another human. And I learned a lot about myself through that today. I did 2 sparring sessions, and I've learned a lot about myself in the last about month and a half on this martial arts journey. I've wanted to quit several times. My body's in pain, my neck hurts, my shoulder got hurt like 3 or 4 weeks ago. The shoulder got hurt, someone did a throw on me, and I don't know how to get thrown. I don't like to get thrown or put on the ground. So I'm having to face that fear and learn to do that. I don't like fighting, but I'm learning to fight and to put myself in that position. So it's a journey of not giving up, largely, this martial arts journey. I was at the test today, and about 2 hours in, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I really felt it, but I stuck with it. I said, I'm just going to stick with it and see how it goes. And as long as I don't collapse, I should be able to keep doing it. And I did. So here I am as a yellow belt, just still new, starting out on my journey, very new. And there's my white belt hung on the wall. I'm just going to make like a row of belts along the wall. There's my first one. And I'll find something better than electrical tape to put the belts on. So I'm now going to show you just a few of the things I've learned. They probably won't mean anything to you, but these are my philosophical thoughts about it. The martial art is for the perfection of my body and to maintain discipline and to try to just better myself as a person and face fears and not give up. It's teaching me to not give up. And, you know, a lot of the people there had parents at the ceremony. There's like only a couple of us who didn't have parents there. And, so it was interesting. The sensei, the main sensei there, is working on his sixth degree black belt. So it's interesting. But now I'm just going to show you some of the things I've learned. Not talk about them, but just do them. And then I'll have some final thoughts and I'll end the video. So that's just a few of the things I've learned, and I'm still a rookie with punches and kicks and blocks. Well, there's more that I've learned than that, but I just wanted to show some basics. And some of those kicks, those side kicks, are what I do on the heavy bag at the gym. But kind of worn out from 3 hours this morning. I'm grateful for life. The sensei who's going for his 6th degree black belt talked about that white belt and the symbolism that it means, and that the white belt is symbolic of putting the past behind you. You see the past. I see the past. I see that white belt. I see it. I recognize it. I honor it. I honor who I was through that journey of getting that white belt, and all the work and the steps it took to work through that belt to where I am now with my yellow belt. But the past is put behind me, never to wear that white belt again, because who I was as a person from that white belt to now getting promoted to this yellow belt, that chapter is over. I am a new person now, yellow belt and forward. And it makes me think about my past. I have many past events, minor events, medium, major, and mythic level events. Mythic level events are life-changing. There's been 2 people that have come across my path that have caused mythic level events to happen, that have altered and changed my life forever. And I honor and recognize the past with both those people, including the most recent person that created a mythic event in my life. This is a truly life-altering, deeply life-altering event in a profound way, this last person I was with. And I recognize and honor that past. And I recognize the person from 8 years ago, the catalyst that put me forward on my path of personal growth and discovery and gave me the courage and the strength to divorce my now ex-wife of 14 years. And some of the hardest moments of my life I experienced by being with these past 2 people as well. But I recognize and I honor them and the great impact they've had on my life, and all the other people that have come across my path, especially as I've been single now, about 7.5 years, going on 8 years now, and the various impacts people have had on me. Hi, Dido. So this is Jeremy J, level 3 Witcher, I'd say, level 3 Witcher. I have a spreadsheet that I'm tracking various things, and I have a lot to learn. As I was sparring today, I was humbled, and I'll just keep trying to learn, try to stay healthy, improve my physical body, and keep up this training, and much gratitude. So I will end with one of my favorite moves, the Sidekick, and then I'll do a Namaste and end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.